What is up, my CFM family? It's the Natural, and I'm back with week 8 of our 32-man Eagles online franchise. This week, we're matched up with the lowly 1-6 Cowboys team, and the game wasn't really competitive, so I wanted to use this video as a Madden NFL do's and don'ts gameplay tutorial to point out a few things I think are important. These tips will apply to online or offline CFM, MUT, draft champions, and head-to-head modes. Often people blame their losses on many things, be it the weather, their team, their kids, the other guy getting lucky, drinking, lack of sleep, and even the Madden gods themselves. Now, I'm not saying that any of those things can't be a factor, but 90% of the time, the problem is you. So here are a few things that I saw during the game by both teams, I'm not perfect either, that I would advise against if you want to win many of your games. After that, we can get into our big trade this week, which will affect the team for the remainder of the season. So for the first tip, we start off with special teams returner. As you can see, my opponent has Des Bryant actually back off on the kickoff team, which I do not advise doing that. We'll revisit that one later. Practice your field goals. I know this year it's new. The field goal mechanic is different. Get on the practice field. Actually practice your field goals so you don't miss easy one close field goals like that. One big thing a lot of people do is calling defense before offense. Do not do this. You will totally get out of position. You can see my opponent is in a nickel there because he called his defense before my offense. I'm easily able to audible and just go right up the middle for a 9-yard gain there. Wait till the offense picks the play before you call your defense. Get off the D-line. I mean, a lot of guys control the D-line. They're comfortable with that, but mix it up. Go into the practice field, go online modes, and work on actually usering guys. So you can, I had one option there with user LB that could have been shut down. Special teams returner again, Des Bryant returning a kickoff. No, it was too risk of injury, especially in the CFM modes. Fatigue. You don't want your best guy back there returning. Get a special return guy to do that. Defensive gambling, calling zero-man blitzes there. I mean, it's just not smart. I mean, unless you know you get to a quarterback, give a blitz, you can get to him. Do not gamble on defense like that. It's not worth it. And also on this point here, you can see about not being so obvious. You come out in a man blitz there on first down, and you run it first. Before that, on first down, it was man. Second down, it was man. Third down, hey, what's coming? It's man again, but this time I have a man beater for a touchdown. So try to mix it up a little bit there. Don't be so predictable and coming with the same thing 3 times in a row, basically. Also, play the situation. Even if your opponent isn't an I form, play the situation. You see 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Before the second quarter is over, halftime. Don't look what the person's doing. Always play the situation. This one here is, you see this, you follow the series. I've had a major issue with getting down with the quarterback. Slide with the QB. Do not turn the ball over stupidly like that. Make sure you get down. Here you got to make smart decisions and have reads, have drop-offs there, and don't just throw right at people. Like I've seen so many times guys just throw right at the defender, which makes no sense. Make smart decisions. And then my opponent here is actually stopping the game to substitute their quarterback out. It's fine if you're doing that to prevent injury, but if the mistakes you've been making with one quarterback, if you're going to make the same mistake with the second quarterback, especially if he's lower ranked. I never understood guys will go in and take their quarterback out like it's the quarterback's fault. Like, no, it's your fault. You've been making the poor decisions. You've been making the poor throws. Switching the quarterback out to a different quarterback, especially if he's less rated than the other quarterback, is not going to miraculously revitalize your offense. It doesn't make any sense here, as you can see with the result of the quarterback switch. So going to the next one here, do's and don'ts. Always pay attention to the clock. You can see here that I've turned the clock up, so I want to get the game over and run the clock out. But you cannot make audibles and changes if you're trying to rush the clock out. Don't come to the line, make audibles and changes. Pay attention to what's going on with the clock, and so be smarter with that there. And always one of the most important things that I do, I think I have pretty good defense, mixing it up. So on first down, mix it up, cover 2 man, and come out with the difference. Sometimes I even switch defense right before the play to throw my opponent off, and I've had great results with that. So mix it up. Maybe right before the snap, they get a pre-read on certain defense, switch it to another defense, and you can totally throw people off, as you see right there. And always the last tip here is always be a good sportsman. A lot of times you get up in the game, there's no need to tack points off. Run the ball, kick field goals, take knees and stuff of that nature. Like, don't try to, don't be an asshole, really. I mean, not to really curse, but don't be that guy. You don't want to have people leave a bad taste in your mouth, especially in the CFM, and it's not a head-to-head game. No, you always want to be a good opponent there. So kudos to my opponent there on that week 8. So we're getting into the big trade right there that we have pending here. We've been talking about it. So always try to work on your trades here. You can see the trade proposed. We have Tulloch we're going to send over, and we're going to get Tevin Coleman and a draft pick as well. So definitely looking for a running back. We've been looking for a key top running back all year. I'm not a huge running back by committee guy. I like to have that one key running back, and I really think Tevin Coleman can be that guy. And during the whole season, we've been trying to trade Stephen Tulloch because he's 31-year-old 7'6" speed linebacker. I mean, he was good, and we had some injuries, so we did move him over, and he has been starting at outside linebacker, but really he does not have the speed and dynamic speed and the type of explosive linebacker that we like to employ in our defense there. So we're going to see if we can trade Tulloch, and because he's pretty old and slow. I mean, that's pretty much it. I feel bad saying he is a good player. I think he will fill a good spot on a team that's missing a solid run-stopping middle linebacker. That's what they're looking for, especially if they don't use it in middle linebacker. His speed will, his other abilities will definitely come up, his awareness and all stuff like that he's good CPU controlled. But just as far as, looking at that, but one little tip I can give there is that before you discuss trades with people, there's a guy you're trying to move on. Hey, move that guy to the starting position. Like, I actually moved Tulloch in the depth chart to the starting position. So when they go look at your roster, like, oh, they're trading their starter guy, not their backup. So that's one little thing I always do, is that I always take the guy that, unless it's obvious that you're not a starter, but move that guy to a starter beforehand if you're looking to trade him. So this is me just moving him back, and then we have Xavier Gooden, who's been killing it all season, and Michael Kendricks, who is back from injury. Those are the type of really explosive, dynamic linebackers that we like to have in the game. So I'm just going through here and just making sure I set the depth chart right, so when I do a trade that I won't have this big gap afterwards. So Tulloch was when Michael Kendricks was out, Tulloch was actually in at outside linebacker. So now we're just moving them out and making sure I get the right guys in place. Let's take a look at some of these settings, some of the ratings here each. Trying to see who's the third linebacker here, because these do make a difference on special teams. So to make sure I get the right guys in place, let's see. Hicks, he is the backup middle linebacker. And so Matthew Judon, that's one of the guys, man, you guys have been blowing up the comment section about Matthew Judon. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but that's definitely a guy we're going to slowly work in. Not much as a linebacker, but more on the defensive line there, since we run a lot of 4-3 and 4-man lines. But we might mix a little bit at linebacker as well, because the dude is nice. Like, that's definitely somebody I respect. Goes out to the comment section there, because that dude is sick. He's got some really good stats for a rookie. So we got the depth chart all set up there. Let's see, we can go ahead, and that pretty much should be it as far as looking at the trade. Oh yeah, let me just check one more thing. Hold up, let's go back in there and let's see. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at Tevin Coleman himself. He's his third guy. I mean, there's six stats. He's got Eddie Lacy as well. So I mean, 93 speed. I mean, the dude is I think I think he made our sleepers list like 2 years in a row, our RB sleepers list. So he's definitely a great running back you can build a team on. Let's go ahead and go to the trade, man. This is our first and really only big trade of the year. I'm not a big guy, does a lot of trades, so this is kind of a major one. So I think we're getting a good deal. We're getting younger, and we're getting the draft pick there for next year. So I mean, I think it's a really good trade. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this trade. If you thought it was good, if you're a Stephen Tulloch fan and you're pissed off right now, let me know in the comments below there. But we're pretty excited that we got him in the lineup there. Let's see where he goes on the obviously he's going to start in the depth chart. Let's see how he stacks up against some of our other running backs there. So he is the second highest rated behind Sproles, and Sproles is the beast, but he's in a certain type of way, but not a every down starter running back. But I mean, I like what I see, man. He's tied for Varner as the fastest on the team there, and he has the most strength. He's stronger than Smallwood, but he does have a little to be gained in the agility. I mean, that's all right. Elusiveness is not great, but he has the highest truck, 84 truck, and we're going to even work on that even more. His carry is a little low, but we're going to work on that first, actually. Get that carry up. So let's see. Oh, man, look at that pass blocking. 62 pass blocking. So even though we a lot of times we do let our running back go out because we have somebody like Sproles, but when he definitely is an every down guy with that pass blocking, and he can run the rock. Just got to work on that carry so he doesn't fumble a bunch. So we're definitely pretty happy. I'm curious how much you should always check the salaries beforehand, but we can let's check the salaries to see what he ranks up as, and he is, he's cheap. The dude is cheap. For what you're getting, 93 speed, 90 acceleration, 84 trucking. I mean, it's not easy finding fast backs who have trucking because they're usually elusive type guys, but he can truck, and you guys know the truck is nasty this year in Madden 17. So that you don't find guys like this too often. Still some things to work on. I mean, we don't need him for catching passes and route running because we have Sproles for that, but still, I mean, that's something that we can work on. He's still super young. I mean, the dude's like 23, so we have several seasons to work on him and get him better. I mean, I think he's a great young back there, and we're really excited. Really excited. Let's take some of his goals. Let's see here. Yeah, just typical ball protect. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Ball protected, 0 fumbles with a carry that low, 81 carry. 1,000 season rushing yards. Just basic 1 cut back. Just basic stuff there. Nothing too crazy. Matthews will definitely be moving on. I won't just cut him right there, but probably at the end of the season I doubt we will bring him back. He's been out all season on injury. Doubt we will bring Matthews back at all. Coleman is the man now. Hopefully he rejuvenates our running game. We've had a decent running game, but definitely not that, the running game that we would like. Let's see how he stacks up as far as the overall team salaries. Of course, you got Fletcher Cox, the big money man, which he's so worth it. 7 years. Fletcher Cox will never leave this team, ever. This dude's serious. So look at Matthews, huge contract. Jeez. Tevin Coleman is making a fraction of that, and he's signed. We have him for 3 more years. So that is good. I mean, I'm happy with that contract as far as doesn't have no bonus. I mean, this dude is super cheap and super good. So let's see, Varner. Even Smallwood makes more than him. So yeah, we're excited. But man, I mean, wow. This is definitely Ryan Matthews last year with the team. He will not be coming back. We'll probably cut him in the offseason. Sproles will be back. Hopefully he won't regress too much because he is 33. Coleman, 23 years old. Varner, 27. Not sure if we're going to bring Varner back. I mean, it might just be Coleman, Smallwood, and Sproles. We'll see. Ferguson we picked up just mostly for his returning ability. But we'll probably keep him on, or maybe I'm about to say put him on a practice squad. But in all 32-man CFMs, practice squad means sign to another team. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode there. If you like the tips, if you like the some of the gameplay, if you like the trade, let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button and subscribe for more Madden 17 CFM. This is The Natural. I'm out.